Titleist probably makes around $30 in profit on your brand new $700 GTS driver. Yes, $30. And right now, every Golf YouTube channel is on a launch monitor testing the new GTS 2, GTS 3, and GTS 4. As usual, more speed, more forgiveness, more stability, more carbon fiber, all the buzzwords are here. But almost nobody is asking the obvious question. Where does the $700 actually go? So today, I'm doing something a little different that you will not see anywhere else. We're opening up Titleist annual report. Now, quick context. In my day job, I'm a corporate finance consultant. I spend most of my working life analyzing company accounts, where the money comes in, where it goes, and what's left over at the end. So when I saw the retail price of the new GTS drivers this week, I didn't reach for a launch monitor, and also nobody sent me one. But instead, I reached for the financial statements. Acushnet Holdings is the company behind Titleist, FootJoy, Vokey, and Scotty Cameras. They're listed on the New York Stock Exchange, and their stock ticker is literally the word golf. And every year they have to publish a full audited annual report that anybody can read for free. In 2025, Acushnet generated about $2.56 billion in sales. And one of the big drivers behind that growth was golf clubs, specifically higher prices on premium products. Translations: golfers kept buying expensive drivers. And now this week, Titleist has just launched their brand new GTS range globally. Now, before we go further, quick and honest caveat. Unfortunately, Titleist does not publish exact profit they make on one GTS driver. No company does. So what I'm doing here is applying Acushnet's overall company profit to a single driver sale. It's an estimate, yes, but every number you're about to hear comes directly from their audited accounts. So let's follow your $700. First up, the retailer. That's your golf shop. American Golf in the UK, PGA Tour Superstore in the US. Wherever you bought the driver, it probably keeps somewhere around 35 to 40% of the retail price. Let's call it 38%. That means out of your $700, the retailer already keeps about $266. So Acushnet itself actually receives around $434. That is the real starting point. Now, we apply Acushnet's 2025 financials to that number. Last year, the manufacturing and product costs were just over 52% of revenue. That covers the titanium, the carbon materials, the shafts, the grips, the factories and the staff, assembly, shipping, quality control, all of it. Applied to our GTS driver this year, that's about $227 just to make and deliver the club. So now we're down to roughly $207. But we are still nowhere near the actual profit. Because next comes the really expensive part. Convincing golfers they need the new driver. So Acushnet spent more than $800 million last year on sales, marketing, and just running the business. That's your PGA Tour sponsorships, tour vans, marketing campaigns, fitters, demo days, sales staff, advertising, everything. So on our new driver, that works out to roughly another $141. So now we're down to around $66 left. But then there's research and development. You know, all the buzzwords, the new face technology, the new weighting system, the new aerodynamics. That's another $12 per driver. And now we're down to 54. Then there is interest on the company debt. That takes about $9. Then taxes take roughly another $13, which leaves Acushnet with around $32 in actual net profit. $32. That's the bottom line. And honestly, this is where golf gets really interesting. Because Titleist is not just selling clubs anymore. They're selling an identity. They're selling status. At some level, premium golf equipment has basically become luxury handbags for men. And look, I say that as someone who absolutely loves golf gear. But that branding machine is expensive. Now, to be fair, the exact number could be a bit higher or a bit lower. A premium driver probably has slightly different economics than the average company product. But the overall picture is still very clear. Most of your $700 is not pure profit. It is the gigantic machine required to convince you as a golfer that this year's driver is finally the one miracle thing that will fix your game. Which means for the frugal golfers out there, the play is simple. Wait 12 to 18 months, because once the next launch comes out, these GTS drivers will start flooding the used market for half the price. Or similar to last year, they'll drop the price when other companies release their new driver. And you'll get the same performance, but a way smarter buy. If you enjoyed this kind of breakdown, hit like, because it genuinely helps the channel reach more people. And also subscribe if you like golf, but also like keeping your money. And let me know in the comments which golf company should we audit next. Before I go, if you're serious about paying less and playing more golf, I put together the Frugal Golfer's Complete Playbook. It's a full guide that takes you from sorting your financial foundations all the way through cutting your green fees by up to 60%, never paying full price for gear again, and building a guilt-free golf budget you can actually stick to. It covers everything. Tailored for the UK and the US, there's a 30-day action plan, an annual budget blueprint, the 10 Frugal Golfer rules, all in one place. The link is in the description below. Go check it out. And if you've ever felt guilty about what golf costs you, this guide fixes that.